are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here by my brother Tim, and we got another MLB slate we're going over, and we have this pretty cool thing called college football that starts today as well that we will be going over. Should be a fun slate. We got a few games in college football. We got a full baseball slate to go over, so it should be a good day. But first, as always, you guys know what we do before we get into today's slate. We look over what happened yesterday. It started off good. It ended like crap. All right, next.
Nope.
I started off good. I got wins from our best bet was the Detroit under. I had the Detroit first 5 under. I got wins from Tampa Bay first 5 run line. I got wins from St. Louis first 5 run line. And I got a win from the New York Yankees first 5 run line. And then after that, Baltimore over, no good. San Fran first 5 under, no good. Boston over, no good. Milwaukee first 5 run line, no good. Seattle first 5 run line. They were 5-1 that should have cashed. But no, Salvador Perez had to hit a grand slam for the second night in a row.
Chase my medicine.
Arizona first 5, no good. And Houston first 5 run line, no. But they end up taking the lead in the 7th inning. Yeah, it was one of those nights where they either won the game later or they just blew it. It was one of those type of frustrating nights. But it is what it is. We still live to see another day. Not overly bearingly bad day. Just moving on to the next one now, where we have a nice full slate. What about you, Tim?
Yeah, it wasn't really pretty for me either. Start off with a 1-2 Counter-Strike day. I started off nice with a I cashed big at a plus 150 price tag, and then Fnatic put up a lot more of a fight against Navi than I expected, and Mouse Sports ended up losing in 3 maps to FaZe. Already started off this morning with an L. I had big to sweep, and of course they lose the first map. So that's just my luck right now. In terms of baseball yesterday, I had the under in that Diamondbacks game. I'm going to call that one a bad beat because Diamondbacks tied that one up at 4 in the top of the 9th, and then ended up going 11 innings and it went way over. I had the under in the Cardinals game. That one cashed. Happy with that one. I had Cincinnati. Cashed that one. Our best bet was that Detroit Tigers under. Cashed it. Of course, the Giants had to let up a 3-run shot in the 7th inning to lose that game. That was an L. And then 2-0 loss from the Milwaukee Brewers. That was my day. And then our WNBA play did not hit. That one went way under. But we got a bunch of plays, and those are going to be all of our plays scrolling across the bottom, and hopefully have a good day. We have some college football in there as well, so let's make some money today.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's get started here. We have the Boston Red Sox are at the Cleveland Indians in this one. This game will start at 4:05. Minus 140 for the Boston Red Sox, a plus 130 for the Cleveland Indians, a total of 9 in this game. Nathan Eovaldi taking on Cal Quantrill, the pitching matchup for you here. What are you looking at for this first game of the day?
I get to start off with a pass. It's just I'm not too interested in this one. Nathan Eovaldi has pitched better. He's one of the stronger pitchers on this Boston staff. On the other side, we get Cal Quantrill, which I believe he had a good start his last time out. No runs in 7 innings against the Angels, but I really can't really put much into that. So I think for this one, it's got to lean Boston or nothing, but I don't feel like laying that minus 150 price tag. So it's going to be nothing for me in this one.
Yeah, looking at this matchup here, you're getting Nathan Eovaldi, who's 10-8 this season. He's a 3.72 ERA, a 1.17 WHIP, and 145 innings. He has 147 strikeouts and 26 walks. On the other side, we get Cal Quantrill, who is 4-2, with a 3.04 ERA, a 1.21 WHIP, and 192 thirds innings pitched, 89 strikeouts and 36 walks. And looking at this matchup here, We got a Boston team that has won back-to-back games now. Going against Cleveland, they've won 6 of their last 10. So both these teams playing decent baseball at the moment. I'd give a slight lean towards the Cleveland Indians here. At this line, I had this game priced closer to a pick-em than probably most people. So I think that this is going to be a closer game than people expect. Cleveland is a little bit better at home than they are on the road. They're 5 games over at home. They're 5 games under on the road. So if you want to play Cleveland, it would have to be at home, I feel. And they are at home. I do like Cal Quantrill as a pitcher. I think they have a little bit of an edge over Nathan Eovaldi in this spot. Eovaldi, he's good. I think Quantrill is just as good as well. I'm going to start this off with the pass as well. I just don't see a need to get to this game. If I had to, it'd be the Cleveland Indians on the first 5 line, but I'm not going to get involved in this one.
All right, then we'll go ahead and move on to the next game.
Yes, we have the New York Yankees are at the Oakland Athletics here, a -1. I had the first 5 odds up. -120 for the Athletics, a +110 for the Yankees, a total of 8.5 in this game. Nestor Cortez taking on Frankie Montas in this matchup here. Cortez this season is 2-1 with a 2.56 ERA and 1.07 WHIP. My bad. 56 in the third innings pitched, 60 strikeouts and 16 walks. On the other side, Frankie Montas, he's another one of those Oakland pitchers that's a complete wild card. 9-9 with a 3.84 ERA, a 1.24 WHIP, 143 innings pitched. He has 161 strikeouts and 41 walks. And we all know where everyone wants to go in this game, and I'm on that same page as well. I unfortunately got this line a little too early, and it's moved against me in this spot. I like the New York Yankees. I got them on the first 5 money line. I got them +105 earlier, and now they are a +118. So unfortunately, did not get the best of the number on this game, but I do like the Yankees here in this spot. I feel like this is a nice little spot for them to continue their win streak. They've obviously won 13 games in a row. They've looked really, really good as of late. And on the other side, Oakland's lost 8 of their last 10 games and 6 in a row. So this is a spot where I'm not looking to back the Athletics. I'm looking to back the Yankees, and I'm going to back the Yankees here in the first 5 money line.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit different approach. I know the first 2 games in the series have gone over. I'm gonna go under in this one. It's mainly because I don't think Oakland's offense is going to be able to hit that well. Against Cortez, who's been solid since he starting pitching. Montas, I think, can limit the Yankees down enough to the point where I think we can get an under in this game. So this one it's more of a fade of the Oakland offense rather than trying to mess with the Yankee offense. I do think we get like 1 run, maybe 2 runs from Oakland tonight. I think this one can end up being a 4-2 game. I'm going to take the under in this one.
Sounds good. We'll keep this moving right along. Kansas City Royals are at the Seattle Mariners in this spot. You can get the Mariners for a -140, -142, +130-ish run back on the Kansas City Royals. Total 8.5 in this game. Daniel Lynch and Tyler Anderson, where are you looking at for this one?
This one was a pass for me, but I mean, it has to be a lean towards Royals at this point. They're going for the sweep. They've right. Oh wait, no, it's only Saturday. Never mind. It's a 4-game series, but they've won the first 2 games. In this one, I think they have a shot to win this one again. Maybe also a lean towards the over. Both these teams, or at least Seattle, has been trending over more lately, and both these first 2 games have gone over the total, and it's still at an 8.5. So maybe look at that. But overall in this game, I just decided to pass on it.
Yeah, looking at this matchup here, Daniel Lynch is 4-3, a 4.74 ERA, a 1.53 WHIP in 43 2/3 innings pitched. He has 36 strikeouts and 19 walks. On the other side, Anderson is that's just his stats with Seattle. Let's get his season-long stats up. He is 6-8 this season with a 4.07 ERA, a 1.19 WHIP, and 130 in the third innings pitched, 105 strikeouts and 28 walks. And I do like Tyler Anderson in this spot. I think that he's going to be able to slow down this Kansas City offense, which we know is not great. I just can't back the Mariners, especially what they've done the last 2 nights. This is just a spot where I wanted to go after the Mariners, and if they didn't lose the game the way they lost the game last night, I'd be probably on the Mariners again today. But unfortunately, this is going to be another pass for me here. I don't have much for these early games. I have a lot for the later games. Just nothing on this game here. It would be a lean towards the Mariners' first 5-run line, but I can't get involved in this one.
No, I feel you on that one. I do have a play on this next game, though.
Yeah, the Arizona Diamondbacks are at the Philadelphia Phillies in this spot. You can get the Phillies for -200 plus 185 run back here on the Arizona Diamondbacks. A total of 8.5 in this game. We're getting Humberto Mejia taking on Kyle Gibson. Mejia 0-0 with a 3.60 ERA, a 1.60 WHIP, 5 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, and 2 walks. On the other side, Gibson is 3-2 this season. Or my bad, with the Phillies overall this season, he is 9-5. He has a 3.06 ERA, a 1.21 WHIP, 144 innings pitched, 113 strikeouts, and 53 walks. And this is another one I just passed on. It'd be a lean towards the over in this game. We've seen the Phillies go over in 3 straight games now. And it would be a lean towards the Phillies in this spot just because Arizona's trash. They are 17-50 on the road. If that says anything about this Arizona team. They're not a team I'm particularly looking to back on the road here. So overall in this game, it's another pass for me. I know it's kind of boring, but I do have plays in the next few games that I really like. So this game, I don't though.
Yeah, I think this Philly offense is going to regress. I grabbed the under 8.5 in this game. I got it under 9, and it's actually moved down more towards the under. I know that these two teams have gone over their first 2 games against each other, but I can't back it. Philadelphia had been going, they have the over-under record of 4-5-1 in their last 10. 2 of them were the last 2 games. So I'm not really buying it right now. I was on the under last night, and if it wasn't for that 2-run shot to tie up the game in the top in the 9th, it would have cashed. And I'm going to consider that one a bad beat. And I'm going to go right back to the under again today. I don't think there's much runs in this Philly-Arizona game today, so under the 8.5.
Sounds good. We'll move on to the next game here. We have the Miami Marlins hosting the Cincinnati Reds in this one. We have the Reds around a -110, around even money for these Miami Marlins. A total of 7.5 in this game. Vladimir Gutierrez taking on Sandy Alcantara. 9-4, Vladimir Gutierrez. Or where are you looking for this game? I'm getting ahead of myself here.
I'm trying to find a certain. Gutierrez. I'm after the Cincinnati Reds today. Gutierrez is the Reds are 10-6 when he starts, up $637. He is number 12 on that list, and I'm trying to also find Miami. Alcantara is 10-16 minus $606. I don't like backing him. I backed him earlier on in the season. I don't like backing him anymore. It was a very similar case to JT Brubaker, where I don't back him anymore. I backed him once or twice in the beginning of the season. Since then, he's been nothing but trash. Alcantara has been pitching better, but Miami has no offense. And I can't bet on a team that has no offense. And the fact that I'm getting Gutierrez, which Gutierrez has been absolutely solid his last month. 1 run in 7 innings, 1 run in 6 innings, 1 run in 6 innings, 2 runs in 6 innings, 1 run in 7 innings. He's been pitching great. I'm going with I'm going with Cincinnati this one, and also I lean towards the under. But with no offense on this Miami side, and we get a good pitching matchup with Gutierrez and Alcantara. Maybe I lean towards the under, but I do like Cincinnati as my favorite play in this one.
Yeah, looking at this matchup here, Gutierrez is 9-4 with a 3.68 ERA, a 1.29 WHIP, and 93 innings pitched. He has 73 strikeouts and 35 walks. On the other side, Sandy Alcantara is 7-12 with a 3.35 ERA, a 1.12 WHIP, and 158 and 30 innings pitched, 146 strikeouts, and 46 walks. I really like this pitching matchup. Looking at these current form right now, Reds have gone under in 8 of their last 10 games, 3 in a row. The Miami Marlins have gone under 7 of their last 10 games and 4 of their last 5 games. So I am on the first 5 under 4 in this one. And I did see something when looking at this game a little bit more. Looking at the line movement in this game, it's very concerning for the side of the Cincinnati Reds. 25% of the money or the tickets have come in on the Miami Marlins, and yet they've gone from around a plus 105, plus 107 down to a even money underdog. Even though only 25% of the tickets, that's only a lot of sharp money coming on the Miami Marlins on the side, and I kind of agree with it. For me, it would be Marlins or pass in this game for me. I like Alcantara, and this Reds team is bound for some regression, and I think that Alcantara can slow down this Reds team. Tim was mentioning how good Gutierrez has looked. Did you see what Alcantara's done recently? He's looked really good as well. So I'm going with the first 5 under with a strong lean towards the Miami Marlins in this game. But I like the first 5 under 4 more than anything in this game. But if I had to pick a side, it's the Marlins.
That's fine. We'll go ahead and move on then. That's all right for you to disagree with me. What's up, Marcos? What's up, my favorite guys? Let's get it. Let's cash. Let's hit the like button. Let's do it. We'll go ahead and move on to this one, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Toronto Blue Jays at the Detroit Tigers on this one. A minus 187 for the Blue Jays. It's a plus 172 for the Tigers on the other side. A total of 9.5 in this game. We're getting Alek Manoah and Jose Urena, the pitching matchup for this one. And looking at the pitchers here, Manoah is 5-2 with a 3.18 ERA, a 1.10 whip, and 68 innings pitched, 78 strikeouts, and 25 walks. On the other side, Urena is 2-8 with a 6.19 ERA, a 1.65 whip, 80 innings pitched, 52 strikeouts, and 37 walks. And even though Jose Urena has looked this bad this year, I'm still going with the first 5 under in this game. Both these teams have been trending heavy towards the under as of late. Both these teams have gone under in 7 of their last 10 games. Toronto actually 7 of their last 8 games, and Detroit 6 in a row. So these are 2 teams that their offenses are not particularly clicking. They're getting decent pitching, and they're producing a lot of unders in these games. And that's exactly what I'm going for this one here. I like the first 5 under 5 runs. I think that they're able to stifle the Blue Jays offense enough to keep this under the total. Jose Urena is the only one that really gives me a little bit of a worry in this game. But for me, it's the first 5 under in this game.
Yeah, I wanna go towards the under as well. I actually forgot to add this one in because the line wasn't really out when I was betting my stuff last night. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that now. We're just after the Cincinnati game, Detroit and Toronto under. It's a 9.5. Correct?
Yes.
We'll do that for right now. I just want to. Oh, trade alert! Jacksonville Jaguars Minshew to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Whoa.
Okay. Sorry, I accidentally clicked on that when I was scrolling through my stuff. No, but I like the under in this game. We getting both of these teams heavy trending the under 7 out of the last 10 for both games or both teams. Toronto in specific is the big one. They've gone under 7 out of their last 8 games. So struggling to hit, and this Toronto pitching staff has been fantastic. So I like the under in this game.
Sounds good. We'll move on to the next one here, where we got the St. Louis Cardinals at the Pittsburgh Pirates in this matchup. We're getting a minus 185 now for the Cardinals, plus 170 here for the Pirates, and this is our best bet over on Picks and Parleys. If you guys want to check that out, link to that is in the description of the video down below. Moving on to the next game, the Tampa Bay Rays are at the Baltimore Orioles here. Michael Waka taking on John Means in this matchup around minus 170 for the Rays, a plus 155 run back here for the Orioles, a total of 9.5 in this game. Are you looking at getting involved in this one?
I did not. Unfortunately, last night the red hot Baltimore Orioles got their winning streak snapped at 2 games. No, I'm just busted. No, this one's a pass for me. Maybe a look towards the over, just because Waka has been very inconsistent this year, and John Means hasn't been good since coming back from injury. And you're getting these two teams going over a lot. Rays 7-2-1 over under record, and a slight over lean towards Baltimore with 5-4-1 over under record. It's got to be that or nothing. There's no way I'm laying a big price tag on Tampa Bay with 169, 170. So this one, it's an over or pass for me, and I'm choosing to pass on this game.
Sounds good. Sometimes the best bet is no bet at all.
Yeah.
Moving on here, the Houston Astros are at the Texas.
Did you break this one down?
No, I did not, and I do have a play on this game. I totally forgot that I had to break this game down here. Michael Waka 2-4 this season with a 5.88 ERA, 1.51 WHIP in 90 1/3 innings pitched, 85 strikeouts, and 24 walks. John Means 5-6 with a 3.50 ERA, 1.01 WHIP, and 108 innings pitched, 99 strikeouts, and 19 walks. And that game looked like it was potentially going over yesterday. We got 3 runs in the first inning from the Rays, and then the game finished 6-2. We had a 3-run home run from Zunino later in the game, and then the offense just went quiet.
Yeah.
It is what it is, though. The Tampa Bay Rays. Wow, I'm still thinking about last game. The Tampa Bay Rays are an elite team in elite form, plain and simple. There's no getting around that. They've won 9 of their last 10 games. They've won 5 in a row, and they're probably going to be one of those teams I'm going to have a World Series ticket on come playoff time. I'm really high on these Tampa Bay Rays this year. And looking at this matchup here, we're getting them first 5 minus half a run at plus 103. I missed a really bad line movement for that one. I got it at minus 117. I absolutely love this price here for the Tampa Bay Rays. We're getting plus money to fade the Baltimore Orioles, who have lost 20 out of their last 22 games. Yeah, that's very intriguing for me here. I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Rays here in the first 5 innings at plus 103 now, which I think is an absolute joke of a line there. So give me the Tampa Bay Rays here, first 5 innings.
Okay.
I'm going to switch this line because we have the wrong line for that.
For what?
I'm just switching the juice because now it's a plus 103 instead of a minus 117.
Fair enough. We'll go ahead and move on to this game that you tried to get to a little bit quicker.
Yeah. Houston Astros are at the Texas Rangers in this spot. You can get the Astros here for a minus 235. It's a plus 212 the other way with the Texas Rangers. A total of 9 in this game. Framber Valdez versus Colby Allard in this one. 8-4 for Valdez, a 2.94 ERA, a 1.27 WHIP in 98 innings pitched, 92 strikeouts, and 42 walks. On the other side, Colby Allard is 3-10, my bad, with a 4.86 ERA, a 1.19 WHIP, and 100 innings pitched. He has struck out 84 batters and walked 21. And looking at this matchup here, I like the Astros in this spot. It's plain and simple. This is a massive pitching discrepancy. This is a massive talent discrepancy. And I only have to pay minus 140 for the first 5 run line here with the Astros. I think that's an absolute steal. This team should absolutely steamroll Allard in this matchup here. And I could see this being 5, 6, 7-0 by the end of 5 innings. So I'm going to take the Houston Astros here in the first 5 innings. Minus the half a run. It is minus 140. I have no problem laying that type of juice. This is a spot where I really like the Astros.
That's fine. I like the Astros. I don't lay the juice that big. Looking at it, Houston's a minus 240 at this point, right? Minus 235, minus 150 on the run line. So there's honestly no value there for me in this game. And I there's no way I would be interested in going after Allard and the Rangers. Maybe a slight look towards the over, but Framber Valdez has pitched solid this year. He's been good, and I really can't. I don't think Texas gets that many runs. I know that Texas ballpark really leans towards overs, but I don't trust the Texas offense enough. And Houston's gone under has a 4-4-2 over under record. So not really interested in this game. better spots on the slate. I don't really have that many plays on this slate, so I think I had 6 or so. So not interested in this one.
Maybe you're interested in this next one here. We have the Washington Nationals at the New York Mets. The Mets are a minus 220 for whatever reason. It's a plus 200 the other way with the Washington Nationals. A total of 8.5 in this game. Marcus Stroman taking on Nolan. Nolan's 0-2 with a 9 ERA, a 2.43 WHIP. Granted, only 7 innings pitched this season. 7 strikeouts and 3 walks on the other side. Marcus Stroman, 9-12 with a 2.85 ERA, a 1.11 WHIP, 145 and a third innings pitched, 129 strikeouts and 35 walks. And I think for Nolan here in this spot, he has a huge ERA. He's not looked good in the start of this thing. He's getting a really bad offense to go up against now. The Mets ranked 29th in baseball with 3.7 runs a game. I actually saw a really disturbing stat. The New York Mets, when they went, I believe, 40 and 122 in 1962, or they had the worst record in MLB history. They averaged 3.8 runs a game. They're averaging 3.7 this season. Let that sink in. Plus, that was also a time where they didn't score as many runs. So this Mets offense is historically bad for their franchise, and it's not a good look for this New York Mets team at all. And that's why I'm going after the under in this game. First time under, I cannot trust the Mets offense to give me anything right now, but I can trust the Mets pitching to get me a decent amount of low-scoring innings. The Mets have gone under in 9 of their last 10 games. They've gone under in 4 in a row. This Mets team, I believe, has scored 0, 2, 2, and 1 their last 4 games, and they were all at home, granted, as well. On the other side, Washington has gone under in 3 of their last 4 games, so I believe both these teams' offenses can struggle a little bit tonight. Nolan doesn't scare me as a pitcher much to scare me off of an over, but, I mean, this Mets offense, I mean, anyone can really throw an under against this team. So I'm going with the first 5 under in this one. You can get that at, I believe, around 4.5. I got it at 4.5 this morning, around minus 105. I like this spot. I think that this game should go under. We're going to see a lower scoring game here between the Nationals and the Mets tonight.
Oh, yeah, I would be on the under as well. I never got around to betting it yet. I probably will. I just haven't put my money on it yet, so I really can't say that I'm going to be betting it. Yeah, Stroman has been solid-ish. He's been all right. He's still under a 3 ERA, so he's been pitching decent. I know Nolan doesn't have the best of ERAs, but this Mets team cannot hit, as Nick just said. You said 29th? I think who's the worst?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's averaging 3.61 runs per game, which is 30th. They're averaging 0.09 more runs a game than Pirates.
Yeah, the fact that the only team that's worse than them hitting-wise is the Pirates, that's very concerning with the lineup that the Mets have. No. It's got to be an under or nothing, and then maybe even a lean towards Washington in this matchup. The Mets should not be a minus 220. There's no reason that they should be.
Absolutely not.
Considering that they've lost 8 out of their last 10, and no, it's been very ugly for the Mets the past 2 weeks, so this one's a pass for me.
Yeah, if I didn't have that first 5 under bet, this would be an absolute slam on the dog here, where I really like the Nationals in this spot.
No, I don't mind it.
All right, we'll move on here. The Chicago White Sox are hosting the Chicago Cubs in this matchup here. You can get Chicago for minus 280, a run back for plus 250 on Chicago. Total of 8.5 in this game. Where are you looking at this one?
Well, after that football game last night, I'm going under. I had the under before that game started, and honestly, that 17-13 game made me feel better about my under. Looking at it, Lance Lynn's going to be on the mound for the White Sox today. I'm expecting him to get 7, maybe even 8 innings of really good and have a really good start. Alex Mills on the other side, he hasn't been as consistent, but you got to keep in mind these guys just played 9 innings of essentially like just batting practice. And honestly, for this one, I got to take the under. There's no way that they put up a bunch of runs again tonight after that huge performance. That normally, whenever you get a huge performance like that, the under is the play the next day. So I'm going under, especially with Lance Lynn on the mound. I think Alex Mills can have a decent start. Under.
Yeah, looking at this matchup for me here, Mills is 5-6 with a 4.76 ERA, 1.49 WHIP, and 81 1/3 innings pitched, 62 strikeouts, and 23 walks. On the other side here, Lynn is 10-3 with a 2.20 ERA, 1.05 WHIP, and 130 2/3 innings pitched, 45 strikeouts, and 40 walks. And Lance Lynn, yeah, he's the favorite to win the Cy Young. He's looked really good this year. And the Cubs, well, they look like the Cubs. But it's still hard to believe, what was it, midway through May, we were thinking this team had a shot at the division.
They had a first-place lead at one point.
Yeah, they were in first place in this, but obviously Milwaukee took that over. But looking at this game here, there's one play and one play only in this one. It's the Chicago White Sox first 5-run line. Granted, you're laying a little bit of chalk here. I laid minus 170 on it. But one thing I learned from last night is if the Chicago White Sox fall behind 6-0 in the first inning, I have nothing to worry about because it'll be 13-6 by the time the end of the fifth happens.
No.
I'm joking, obviously. But this White Sox team showed me that there's no deficit really against the Cubs that should be that worrisome. And I don't think they fall behind that much. Lance Lynn's looked really good this year. One thing that the books are doing that really I just noticed that really got me a little bit, they were hanging the 2.5 with the Cubs today for a team total. I'm not touching that, though. I like the first 5, minus half a run with the White Sox. I'm not touching that team total for the Cubbies. So, yeah, I like the White Sox here. Lay a little bit of chalk. I'm fine with it. I think the White Sox absolutely take care of business in this one. They've won the first 4 against the Cubbies. They're going to do it again tonight.
Sounds good. Go ahead and move on to this one that cost me money last night.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Brewers are at the Minnesota Twins. And you can get the Brewers for minus 145-ish, plus 135 the other way with the Twins. Total of 10 in this game. And we get Adrian Hauser and Chris Barnes. And yes, this game did cost me money yesterday. And I had a funny feeling about this when I mentioned that during the stream yesterday, that I feel like I could have been walking into a trap. And that's exactly what I did last night. And I saw some videos about some of the umpiring last night on that game. It was brutal in the favor of Minnesota. There was a couple really bad strikes that were like a foot off the plate called strikes. And so it was like really, really bad that I saw during that game. But looking at this one here, Adrian Hauser is 7-5 with a 3.44 ERA, 1.33 WHIP, and 107 1/3 innings pitched, 82 strikeouts, and 50 walks. On the other side, Barnes is 0-3 with a 6.56 ERA, a 1.63 WHIP, and 23 1/3 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, and 10 walks. Really bad strikeout to walk ratio there. I did not get involved in this one, though. It would definitely be a lean towards the Brewers here. You can get the Brewers run line full game at even money, or you can get their first 5 run line at minus 110. I don't hate either of those plays. They absolutely have the bullpen advantage as well. So I think a full game play is not the worst idea with the Brewers here, especially with that back end in the bullpen. Personally, I'm staying off this game. I don't want to touch this game at all, especially just I'm good. Yeah, I know that's great analysis. I'm good. Milwaukee's lost back-to-back games, and I need to see them win a game before I back them again here. I know they've won 6 of the last 10, but I need to see them win here.
Yeah, no, I didn't bet this one either. It would be Milwaukee or nothing. I'm not laying a minus 150 on them though. Now if they're minus 150, and Woodruff was pitching,
Wouldn't be that.
They wouldn't be.
That would be a trap line.
No, it wouldn't. I would definitely be interested in Milwaukee, but I'm not going to lay minus 150 on Hauser, who has been solid this year, 3.44 ERA. Not going to complain about it against Barnes, who has not been good in over 6.5 ERA. Maybe a lean towards the under in this one, just because Milwaukee's offense has just not really been there lately, but nothing I'm interested in.
All right, we'll move on to the next game here, where I was looking at a line here and I added a play on. So we have the San Francisco Giants are at the Atlanta Braves in this one. You can get the Atlanta Braves for a minus 110-ish, around even money the other way with the Giants. Total 8.5 in this game. Logan Webb versus Hedieskar Yanoa, the pitching matchup in this one. What are you looking at for this game?
I will say I only have one more play, and that's in that Colorado game. So I passed on this one. I had the Giants last night, and didn't work out. We do have Webb on the mound, which, if I remember right, is in the top 5 for pitcher profit ranking. Bring up statistics. Come on, computer. You could do it. You could do it. Internet's a little bit slow. A lot of people moved in. So, Logan Webb, 14-4 when the Giants are 14-4 when he pitches, up $939, only behind Casey Mize and Chris Flexen. This has got to be a lean towards San Francisco at this point, even though, yes, they lost last night. I still would like San Francisco to win this game. I just didn't get to it. It's only a plus 100 at this point, which plus money for the best team in baseball. Oh, no, it's minus 101 now on my book. But no, it's just not one that I'm interested in. There's better lines on this. There's better spots on the slate. I passed on this one.
I totally get that here. Looking at this matchup here, we have Logan Webb and Huascar Ynoa. Logan Webb is 7-3 this year with a 2.84 ERA, a 1.13 WHIP in 98 and 30 innings, especially 105 strikeouts and 28 walks. On the other side, Huascar Ynoa is 4-3 with a 2.89 ERA, a 1 WHIP with 56 innings pitched, 65 strikeouts and 13 walks. And looking at this matchup here, I like Atlanta in this spot. I think this is a spot where you're getting plus money on them. The first 5 run line, I got them. I just bet them now. This was the add-on I was talking about. First 5 minus a half a run at plus 125. They're at home. I mean, I know these are 2 elite teams in elite form. We get Atlanta at home here. They've won 8 of their last 10 games, and I like Ynoa in this spot for this matchup. And I saw earlier in the day that a lot of tickets were coming in on the Giants, and the line was moving in favor of the Braves. So I saw a lot of sharp money here on the Atlanta Braves in this matchup. That since has leveled itself out. But I do like the Braves here in the first 5 innings, minus half the run at plus 125. I think a nice little plus money cash could be good in this spot. We're going with the Braves in this matchup.
Fair enough. We'll go ahead. We have 2 more baseball games, and then we got the 4 college football games to go over. So let's go ahead and jump into the next baseball one.
Oh, yeah. We have the San Diego Padres are at the LA Angels in this one. We're getting Ryan Weathers and Jose Suarez, the pitching matchup in this game. You can get the Padres for around minus 120. It's around plus 110 run back here on the Angels, a total of 10 in this game. And looking at the pitching matchup here, Ryan Weathers is 4-6, 5.27 ERA, 1.39 WHIP, 80 and a third innings pitched, 61 strikeouts and 26 walks. On the other side, Suarez is 5-7 with 4.06 ERA, a 1.31 WHIP, in 64 and a third innings pitched, 59 strikeouts and 25 walks. Looking at this matchup here, let's see. I'm trying to find where all the money is going here. 72% of the tickets are on the Padres in this one. The lines moved 1 cent. That's telling me there's a lot of sharp money on the other side here with the Angels. It would be a lean towards the Angels in this spot for me. I think that this Padres team has looked like absolute crap lately. They've lost 8 of their last 10 games. It'd also be a lean towards the under as well because this Padres offense has done absolutely nothing recently. 1 over 8 unders and 1 push in their last 10 games. So it's a lean towards the Angels in the under for me in this game. And I didn't get involved on either, but that's where I would go if I had to. Yeah,
looking at this one, yeah, it's got to be not Angels, but under or nothing. This San Diego team has not been able to hit 1 game out of their last 10 that has gone over. They have a 1-8 and 1 over/under record, and honestly, it'd probably lean towards the Angels again. It's just this San Diego team has struggled. They lost 8 out of their last 10 games. They have not looked good, and I find no reason to want to go and back the Padres right now. And the fact that I can get plus money to go ahead and fade them, that's fine. Obviously, I pass on this game. I have no bet. It would definitely be a lean towards the under and a lean towards the Angels, but I got nothing in this one.
Sounds good. We have one last baseball game for tonight. Yeah, let's get paid. Yesterday was not a good day.
No,
Today will be a better day.
Hopefully, yeah.
We have the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies in this one. Lines come down on the Dodgers a little bit from last night, around 230 now for the Dodgers, around plus 110, plus 105 for the Rockies. Total of 9 in this game. We have John Gray and David Price, the pitching matchup. What are you looking at for this final game of the night?
I went with the under. This one's just pretty simple. Dodgers, very similar spot to the Padres. They've gone over in 1 out of their last 10 games. They're 1-7-2 to the over/under, and this team has been having very, very good pitching, and their offense has been good enough to win games. I mean, they lost last night, but that's not the point. I do like the under in this one. You get John Gray, David Price, 2 pitchers that have been pitching decent this year, and 2 teams that have been trending under lately, and I think they go right back under. Colorado can't really score on the road, and I think that the under is the way to go in this one.
Yeah, looking at this matchup here, John Gray is 7-10 with a 4.13 ERA, 1.30 WHIP, and 124 and a third innings pitched. He has 123 strikeouts and 50 walks. On the other side, David Price is 4-2 with a 3.82 ERA, 1.34 WHIP, and 63 and 2/3 innings pitched, 54 strikeouts and 18 walks. And looking at this matchup here, I'm looking at the Dodgers in this spot. This is an easy fade of a really bad road team in the Colorado Rockies, who are 16-47 on the road this year. And they're playing a Dodgers team that is very good. They're not going to lose back-to-back games against Colorado at home in this spot. And they should absolutely take care of business here against John Gray. David Price, he's not been that bad this year. He still has an ERA sub-4. He's been good enough to get wins for this Dodgers team with their offense. And I think this is a nice little play here. Going with the Dodgers, first 5 run lines, now down to a minus 140. Wow, I did not beat a really good line movement. I bet this line way too early. I got it at minus 165 this morning. It's now at minus 140. So unfortunately, did not get the best of the line there. But I still like the Dodgers to take care of business against the Rockies in this spot.
Yeah, I like it. That's everything for the baseball slate. But we have 4 college football games, and one of the big things that we're going to be looking at for just with college football in general is because we'll be completely front with you guys. We don't know any of the teams. We don't know any of the players. We know the numbers. We judge it off of line movement. We've judged off of just different numbers in that case, and that's how we get our plays. So we don't know the quarterbacks. We don't really care. We don't care who's on the team. We don't care. It could be team A, team B. We look at the numbers, and that's how essentially we're looking at it. But we'll go ahead and start off with this one. I know I have a good play for this one, but Nick, go ahead and introduce it.
Yeah, we have the Nebraska Cornhuskers at the Illinois Fighting Illini here. The Nebraska is a 7-point favorite in this one. You can get Illinois around 215 run back in this one. Total of 52.5 in this game. And looking at this matchup, where are you looking at to target here?
All right, so looking at this one, Nebraska brings back 17 of their starters, including their quarterback, with returning starters from last year. Illinois on the same page, also returning 17 players. But the big thing is that we look at the line movements. Looking at it, 60% of the money is coming in on Illinois.
60% of the tickets.
60% of the tickets is coming in on Illinois, which means the line should be moving more towards them. It hasn't moved. It has not moved, which is telling us that sharp money is coming in on Nebraska. That being said, that's one of the big key factors, and I'm on Nebraska -7 today. Now, if it was 7.5, maybe look a little bit more towards Illinois. But at 7, I think Nebraska is the way to go. Win by more, I think they can win by more than a touchdown against an Illinois team. I know Nebraska, I think, is coming off of a losing season last year. They come back today, and I got Nebraska -7 with line movements and everything. That's where the sharp money is, and I like it.
Yeah. One thing you really got to be wary with here when you're looking at week 0 games is looking at that public underdog. And wow, this line just moved right in front of my eyes. It's now dropped to a 6.5-point favorite for Nebraska. This Illinois team is 100% the public underdog of the week, I feel. And it's a spot where absolutely I want nothing to do with the public underdog. For me, it's Nebraska or pass on this one. I have a personal play on it. But I do not have an official play on it. I think that this is a Nebraska team that should be able to take care of business over Illinois today, and everybody's counting out Nebraska in this spot. But I mean, and they're thinking Illinois is a live dog. They may be at the end of the day, and this may look bad on me, but it's Nebraska or nothing for me in this game.
Well, actually, now that you said it's dropped to a 6.5, that just proves my point even more. That heavy money's coming in on Nebraska, on Illinois, and the line has gone down. So I do like Nebraska still in this game.
All right.
We'll go ahead and move on to the second game.
Oh, yeah, this one I want absolutely nothing to do with. Fresno State, the Bulldogs of Fresno State are taking on the Huskies of UConn. 27.5-point spread in this one. If you want the Fresno State Bulldogs on the money line, you're going to lay a nice 45-1 price tag. You're getting a plus 1550 run back on these Huskies, and a total of 63 in this game. And I want absolutely nothing to do with this game. For me, it's a lean towards Fresno State because they should absolutely blow out UConn. UConn did not play any games last year, by the way. So this is their first game since 2019. They're traveling across the country here in this spot. For me, it's Fresno State or nothing. I know the line movement's telling us a little bit more towards UConn. I want nothing to do with UConn, though. This is a spot where I'm just straight up passing. This is a low-level football game.
Yeah, no, the line movement is 100% looking towards Connecticut. I did not bet this one, but so looking at it, it opened at a 27.5. It's right now still at a 27.5. It's moved all of 8 cents on that line. And Fresno State has 74% of the tickets, which is telling me, seeing that it has not moved, because if there's that much tickets on Fresno State, that means sharp money's coming in on Connecticut plus the points. Because if big money was not coming in on Connecticut, it would be up to a 28, maybe even a 28.5 by now. But they keep taking in tickets on Fresno State, and they're not moving the line. That doesn't make sense. This one would be Connecticut or nothing for me, but I'm not messing with 27-point spread games. I have bets on the other 3 games on the slate, so this one will be the only one I pass on.
Fair enough. We'll move on to the next game. We're looking at the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors and the UCLA Bruins. The Bruins are minus 17.5-point favorite in this one. You can get the run back on these Rainbow Warriors at plus 640 with a total of 67 in this game. And looking at this matchup, once again, we're looking at the line movement in this game. And this whole week, they did bump up to 17, actually 18 at one point. But I really like Hawaii in this spot. They're opened around 17 and moved up to around 17.5, and it is like stayed put there. Even though most of the week heavy money was coming on UCLA, and now actually more money is coming back in on Hawaii. But overall in the week, we saw a lot of public money coming in on the UCLA Bruins, and I think that the public side is 100% UCLA in this spot. And I'm going to look to fade the public in this one. I like Hawaii in this spot. I gave this out over a week ago on Picks and Parleys, or on Monday. Monday? Yeah,
Monday.
I gave this play out, and I did a free pick video on this on ESB a few days ago as well. I like Hawaii in this spot. I think that Hawaii gets the job done. I'm not saying they win the game straight up. Maybe a quarter game sprinkle on plus 640 is not the worst idea. But no, I don't think they win this game straight up. But I think this is a nice little spot for them to at least cover the 17.5-point spread in this one.
No, I'm on Hawaii as well. It's just one of the spots where 17.5 is a good number to get it at. Obviously, we've seen this line fluctuate a lot, and it's pretty much balanced itself out. We kind of grabbed Hawaii when they were on the good spot. So with line movements and everything, Hawaii was the play at that time. Right now, it's about equal. So I'd rather go and just hold on to my Hawaii bet. I like that. And I'm just going to try to cash on Hawaii plus 17.5 today. Fade the public. That's going to be a big thing. A big trend with us is fading the public with college football and with NFL, because most likely public is not going to be right all the time. Actually, most of the time public will be wrong. And especially when it comes to the college football and NFL, you're going to see that the sharp money is going to win most of the time. There's a reason why it's called the sharp money. So I like Hawaii in this matchup plus 17.5.
All right, sounds good. We'll move on to our final matchup of the night. We have the UTEP Miners taking on the New Mexico State Aggies in this spot. You're getting the Miners around a minus 9.5 in this game. You're getting around plus 310 run back on the Aggies in this spot, an over-under 59 in this game. And for me, once again, this is another game where it opened at 9 and it dropped to 9.5, or not, it opened at 9.5. It dropped to 9 at one point in the week, and that's when I picked up on New Mexico State. A lot of money was coming in on UTEP. Yet the line dropped from 9.5 to 9 at one point. And that's where I was like, yeah, the public is all over UTEP here. They see that New Mexico State only returned like 3 or so starters. And UTEP is one of those teams where I don't think you can really trust them to cover a big spread like this. These are two lower level teams as well. I like New Mexico State here at plus 9.5 now. It's gone back up. And still a decent amount of tickets have come in on the Miners here, where I'm seeing around a 63% ticket share on UTEP, but yet this line has not moved or it's moved slightly in the favor of New Mexico State. Plus 310 is not a bad sprinkle as well on this New Mexico State team as well, but overall I'm going with the plus 9.5 in this spot.
Yeah, it's got to be New Mexico. Yeah, we've seen 63% of the tickets, as you said, on UTEP, and the line has moved slightly towards New Mexico, which tells me a lot of sharp money is on New Mexico. UTEP is a very public team right now, and I really like going after and fading the public. Considering that as many tickets are on them, I'm going right after New Mexico State today. So not New Mexico State plus 9.5 points. That's where the numbers are telling us to go. That's where we're going to be betting.
Sounds good. But that's it for the college football slate here. We had the 4 games. Now we have other FCS games that these are lower level ones that we didn't. These are not like truly like Division I schools. I mean, they're Division I, but they're the lower Division I that I really don't have an interest in backing here. Or looking at, because they're big spreads. But that's going to wrap it up for the NCAA portion of our show as well as the entire show. So
yeah. But before we go ahead and head on out for today, gotta do my housekeeping. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Once again, check all the links in the description: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, and Premium Plays. All links in the description. Very important. Look at the Twitter. There's actually a link in there that says 100 follower. Click that link, and that's going to send you to our pinned tweet. Join the 100 follower giveaway. You can win a week worth of premium plays, which if I go over to Picks and Parleys, or if you guys go over to picksandparleys.net right now, you can go to Hottest Cappers, and you'll see that me and Nick are currently number 1 on the last 7 days and number 1 in the last 30 days. Me and Nick, last 7 days, 23-10, up 1,200. Last 30 days, 68-53, up 1,500. We've been really solid lately, so you're going to want to try to pick up on those premium plays, and you get a shot of getting a week free through that giveaway. I think only like 7 or 8 people have entered, so there's still plenty of spots. Go ahead and check that out. And then also with Picks and Parleys, I know Craig did his show last night. Me and Nick did ours a little bit early. Weekends will be 10 a.m., so 10 a.m. again tomorrow. Just to start to get into that momentum for football season coming up soon. And then Higgs at 12, Allie at 1:30. No game time decision today because it is a weekend. I think there might be a total chaos tonight. Not sure. But, yeah, that's pretty much everything going on for today. Also, Counter-Strike show tonight sometime. I don't know exactly when, but I will have it once all the games are over. So, that's going to wrap it up for the stream. Nick, go ahead. Oh, recap. I like the Yankees game going under. I like the Arizona Diamondbacks game going under. I like the Reds. I like the Detroit game under, the Chicago game under, and the Colorado game under, along with Nebraska -7, Hawaii +17.5, and New Mexico State +9.5. I actually got it at +10 on that one, so go from there.
Yeah, for me, I like the Dodgers in the first 5 innings. I got them on the run line. I got the Yankees on the run line. I got the first 5 unders in Cincinnati and Miami, as well as Detroit and Toronto. I like the Astros in the first 5 on the run line, the first 5 under in the Mets, and then first 5 run lines with Tampa Bay, the White Sox, and the Braves as well.
Sounds good. Chicago under. Why? Because of last game. 17-13 last game. There's not gonna be. I know you're just teasing. It's gonna go under today. Lance Lynn is on the mound. Alex Mills will have a good game. And these bats are tired after last night. After putting up a football score last night, I'm going to go under. A lot of people will be on the over. I'm going to go under in this one. But yeah, Nick, go ahead and wrap up the stream.
Yeah, that's going to about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with the video here at Earle Sports Bets, or we go live, which is either 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single morning for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching, and good luck.
See you.